if you look at Japan being like this island nation and the continents around, I mean, I know Southeast Asia is just, also a mess of islands and stuff, but I mean, Japan being positioned where it is, and the geopolitical relationships and stuff, I would say it's, a little comparable to um, the UK, and the
Mm.
similar kind of tensions that we have between, mainland Europe and the UK.
Mm.
And
Um,
that's a good, because I was just thinking, what's going on with the Middle East right now with Hamas and then Israel, and then because they're the fighting about the tiny area, right? And then
Yeah.
sometimes Japan is just such a tiny island,
Mm.
not facing with any other countries, which can be good and bad, right? Maybe it's good that it wasn't occupied by any other country, but maybe bad because it just stand alone. They can just going on with their own way. What is the
Built
word?
in insularity.
What is it?
Yeah.
There's a term. I forgot.
Insular
Mm,
isolation.
it's based on it's a little island in Argentina.
Oh, Galapagos.
Yes, right.
Galapagos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But there's a lot of good that came out of it too. You know what I mean? It's everything's double edged.
you mean that? Yeah, it's everything is double edged.
Yes. And I think that nowadays we really have to appreciate the fact that there is so much nuance in everything, and it's not only black or only white. And with everything, it comes, because of certain reasons, and there have been, factors that have influenced what's happening and so on. But I don't know. It looks to me like in the West, we're taught, to think in, like black and white or good and bad.
Binary. We're very
Binary.
binary.
Actually, I am in a way.
Yeah, and
Life is easier that way. Good or bad, right?
yeah, I
There's
don't
something in between.
it is interesting that you say life is easier, Yuka, because maybe to a certain point it is easier, but if for many people, who travel and have to work in different environments, if they fail to understand the nuance, and the depth of the environment, it makes it so much more difficult for them to actually be there. So I would agree with you that, yeah, to a certain extent, it is easier if you think in binary terms. But beyond that, if you don't appreciate the depth and the complexity of the situation, then it makes your life much more difficult.
And
So,
something it could be easy and wrong
yeah.
or
Yes.
dangerous.
So another thing.
Isn't that usually the case? Isn't that usually the
But,
case?
but there are things that are overcomplicated too. So I agree with that.
Yeah, and we also tend to overthink. That's another. I have noticed myself, when there is a challenge or there is an issue, I just concentrate so much on it, yeah, that I just fail to see what is going on around me, and overthinking is, yeah, one of the things that also prevent us, from.
I feel like social media is not tolerant for there has no tolerance for nuance.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
It doesn't accept nuance well.